Hey Gauchos, I'm Jenna, and you're watching UCSB TV Headlines. It's week 8, and we finally have some warm weather. Find some time to enjoy the sun and the events UCSB has to offer this week. So here's your update on upcoming events, Gaucho sports, and headline news.
What's up, Gauchos? I'm Alec, and I'll be keeping you updated on Gaucho sports.
And I'm Celie, and I'll be presenting UCSB's on-campus events for this week. Finals are just around the corner. Relax with one of this week's on-campus events. Tonight, March 1st, head to the MCC Theater at 7 p.m. to celebrate the 2017 Diana and Simon Robb Writer-in-Residence, Yusef Kamuyaka, renowned poet and Pulitzer Prize winner. There will be a book signing at the end of the event. Tomorrow, March 2nd, Fatima Suarez, a sociology graduate student at UCSB, will be leading a book discussion on UCSB Reads 2017 book, Into the Beautiful North. The discussion will explore gender and migration issues. This will take place in the MCC Theater at 4 p.m. Also tomorrow afternoon, head to HSSB room 4080 to take part in the discussion on the Beach Boys, classified research with Southern California vibes. Bill Leslie, a professor from Johns Hopkins University, will host this talk at 4 p.m. Also at 4 p.m. tomorrow, March 2nd, Stanford professor Carl Diceroth will be conducting a lecture on Nature's Gift, how the discovery of structural principles in the microbial protein helped illuminate the pathophysiology of psychiatry. The lecture will be held in the Sage Seminar Room. The Art, Design, and Architecture Museum hosts architect Mark Appleton as a part of its Architecture and Design lecture series. The event is tomorrow night, March 2nd at 5:30 p.m. Tomorrow night, March 2nd, Arts and Lectures presents women rights activist Gloria Steinman at Campbell Hall. Catch the simulcast at 7:30 p.m. This Friday, March 3rd, Arts and Lectures hosts the leading flamenco touring company, Soledad Barrio and Noche Flamenca. The passionate dance concert will be held at Campbell Hall at 8 p.m. Pollock Theater will be screening The Birds as part of their expanded Hitchcock series on Saturday, March 4th at 2 p.m. The post-showing Q&A features actress Tippi Hedren. Go to the opening night of Mr. Burns, a post-electric play this Saturday, March 4th in the Hatland Theater. Anne Washburn's dystopian play connects mythology with pop culture and will be running for several nights. The opening night showtime starts at 8 p.m. On Sunday, March 5th, the MCC Theater will be screening Worlds Apart, a multi-narrative Greek film about foreign love during a time of socio-economic unrest in Southern Europe. The showings are at 3:30 p.m. and 6 p.m. The later showing features a discussion with the director Christopher Papakaliatis. Join photographer Anand Varma and scientist Rodrigo Medellin this Sunday, March 5th at 3 p.m. in Campbell Hall for their lecture on Beauty and Bizarre, Hummingbirds, Bees, Bats, and Zombie Parasites. Finally, Magic Lantern Films presents La La Land. The Academy Award-winning musical featuring Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone will be showing in Ivy Theater this Friday, March 3rd, and Monday, March 6th. Showtimes are at 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Want any more information on any of these on-campus events? Then head to the UCSB events page to find out more.
It was an exciting week for our athletes. Women's basketball lost to conference leader UC Davis on Saturday, 70-61, as they closed out their road game campaign. Come support our athletes as they host UC Irvine on Thursday, March 2nd, and Cal Poly on Saturday, March 4th. Men's basketball had its final home game of the season, hosting and crushing UC Riverside 68-61, as Eric Childress, the lone senior on the team, scored a career-high 21 points. The Gauchos will complete their final regular season games next week against Cal State Fullerton and Cal Poly. UCSB softball had a weekend packed with action at the Mary Nutter Collegiate Classic. Unfortunately, the Gauchos lost 5 out of the 6 games, beating Missouri and losing against Tennessee, Oklahoma State, Purdue, Washington, and Arizona State. Despite the losses, the Gauchos managed to consistently keep the early games close. SB looks to bounce back this Friday as our athletes head to St. George, Utah, to face off in the St. George Red Desert Classic. Women's tennis had a tough weekend as they fell to Oregon with a score of 5-2 and Washington with a score of 7-0. Be sure to come out this weekend as they play New Mexico this Sunday, March 5th at home. After their incredible performance last week, men's tennis had a challenging weekend as they faced USF on Saturday and number 6 Berkeley on Sunday. The Gauchos blasted through the Dons 6-1 but fell 4-3 in a heartbreaking loss to Cal. The Gauchos look to this weekend as they take on LMU and Oregon in their first home matches of the season. Women's water polo took an 11th place finish at the Barbara Calvis Invitational this past weekend as they split their games on Saturday, defeating CSU Northridge and falling to San Jose State before beating UC San Diego 8-5 on Sunday. The Gauchos will attend the Claremont Convergence next Saturday before hosting CSU Bakersfield in a single game on Sunday, March 5th. Men's volleyball ended a 7-match winning streak on Friday night as they swept hosts UC San Diego 3-0. However, the athletes could not carry the momentum forward as they lost an extremely close 5-set decision against number 7 UC Irvine. UCSB baseball had an astounding weekend as they swept Tulane in a 3-game series on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, winning the first home series of the year. UCSB ends a 4-game homestand on Tuesday against St. Mary's before heading to Kentucky for a 3-game series this weekend. For more information on your favorite teams, visit ucsbgauchos.com. And now, over to you, Diana.
Thank you, Alec. I'm Diana here with your weekly headline news. This week, the Bottom Line reports on UCSB associated students, senators, and community members discussing solutions to safety issues. One issue of importance is a possible stoplight at the intersection of Pardal and Embarcadero del Norte. In other local news, Lake Achuma disconnects its emergency pumping barge after heavy rain and reservoir inflow. Check out the full stories on the Bottom Line and Newshawk website. Regarding state news, immigration officials abruptly announced end to controversial contract at Santa Ana Jail to house immigration detainees. 3 people were killed on Monday as a small plane crashed into a residential neighborhood in Riverside. You can check out those stories on the LA Times website. And in news concerning the entire nation, Harvard Law Review elects Amaime Umana, the first black woman president after 130 years. 100 headstones were toppled at a Jewish cemetery in Philadelphia on Sunday, 1 week after a similar discovery was made in Missouri. You can check out these stories on the New York Times website. Thanks for listening. Now back to you, Jenna.
Thanks for tuning in. If you're interested in anything reported in this episode today, click the links for more information. Check in next week on the UCSB Associated Students YouTube channel.